Michael Keaton returns in The Flash's first official trailer, Fast X releases its first trailer, and SpiderMan Noir gets a live-action series. I'm episdoe of the Culture Nerd, and this is TCN Rundown. This week saw the Kansas City Chiefs face off against the Philadelphia Eagles in Sunday's big game, where we got a few TV spots for upcoming movies this year, including Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, and Creed 3. But the one that stood out amongst them was the first official trailer for The Flash. In the trailer, we got a taste of just some of the action scenes and the characters that will show up in the film, specifically Michael Keaton's Batman and all of his cape-crusading glory. We also see the return of Ben Affleck's Batman and the introduction of Supergirl, portrayed by Sasha Calle. This trailer seemed to put a lot of people at ease concerning the quality of the film, with many of us, including myself, being surprised at how good it was. While it could definitely use some touch-ups in the CGI, the trailer does its job and ignites excitement for a film that a lot of us were understandably worried about. The Flash, directed by Andy Muschietti and starring Ezra Miller, will be released in theaters June 16th. The first official trailer for Fast X has been released. In the trailer, we see Dom and the crew gathered for a signature family dinner with who seems to be the matriarch of the Toretto family, portrayed by Academy Award winner Rita Moreno. We then see the film's villain, portrayed by Aquaman himself, Jason Momoa. The movie seems to be taking its background from the events of Fast 5, which is arguably the best of the franchise, objectively of course, because my personal favorite is the fourth movie, Fast and Furious. Of course, we get all of the reality-bending, physics-defying action that the series has become known for, and we see some familiar faces return, such as Tyrese and Ludacris as Roman Pierce and Tej respectively, as well as some new faces such as Brie Larson, Alan Richardson, and Daniela Melchior. This is said to be the beginning of the end. Sure. Fast X races into theaters May 19th. A live-action series for Spider-Man Noir is in the works. Variety reported that the monochromatic version of the web-slinger will be getting his own series on Amazon. The show is said to be focused on an older version of the hero that is not Peter Parker. Oren Uziel, who helped develop the Spider-Verse with Phil Lord and Christopher Miller, will serve as writer and executive producer. Spider-Man Noir debuted in 2009 as part of the Marvel Noir universe of comics. That version of the hero lives in New York City during the Great Depression, where he is bitten by a spider hidden inside a stolen artifact, causing him to have visions of a spider god who grants him superpowers. The character was voiced by Milo Ventimiglia in Ultimate Spider-Man, and later Nicolas Cage in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This will be the first live-action iteration of the character. This is the second Sony Marvel series that has been announced for Amazon/MGM+, as it was previously announced that Silk Spider Society would be developed into a series. As far as films, Sony still has Kraven the Hunter and Madam Web starring Aaron Taylor Johnson and Dakota Johnson respectively. No premiere date for Spider-Man Noir has been set as of yet. Earlier this week, it had been reported that Constantine II had been canceled. Then that same day, it wasn't. ComicBookMovie.com reported that a well-known scooper claimed that the Constantine sequel had been canceled because it did not fit into James Gunn's new plans for the DCU. Literally 5 hours later, that rumor had been debunked, with a spokesperson from WB confirming to Entertainment Weekly that the sequel was still indeed in the works. Keanu Reeves has been trying to get that film off the ground ever since the release of the 2005 film, and both Reeves and director Francis Lawrence will be returning for the sequel. However, it is not yet known how it will fit into the new DCU. Toy Story, Frozen, and Zootopia are all getting sequels. THR reported that Bob Iger confirmed sequels for the iconic Disney franchises, saying that, quote, "We are leaning into our unrivaled brands." During a call with investors, Iger stressed the importance of leaning into Disney's iconic brands. Now, personally, I'm not opposed to sequels. However, I would much rather see The Incredibles 3 than Toy Story 5. I personally believe that Disney is doing this because whenever they try something new, it angers a certain set of people, causing the company to lose money. Consequently, they are leaning into what has proven itself to be profitable: nostalgia. It was reported by Discussing Film that Disney Plus lost 2.4 million subscribers in the first quarter of 2023. I believe that Bob Iger saw that coming, and this is a direct result of that. No further details on the sequels have been released as of yet. Matt Shakman's Fantastic Four begins filming next year. Collider reported that the MCU version of Marvel's First Family would begin principal photography early 2024, with Jackman saying that, quote, all the casting stuff you see is just rumors. He's currently finishing up the Godzilla Monsterverse series for Apple TV+. We last saw Reed Richards in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness in a universally loved cameo in an otherwise divisive film. The film is set to release February 2025. Well, that wraps it up for this week's rundown. Are you officially hyped for The Flash? Are you looking forward to more Disney sequels? Who do you hope to see cast as the MCU's Fantastic Four? Let me know in the comments. I'm episdoe of the Cultured Nerd, reminding you to stay nerdy, my friends.